look for free. This is your Week 13 Viewer's Guide. This is NFL Total Access. Welcome to NFL Total Access. I'm MJ Acosta-Ruiz, and we are getting you set for Sunday. A couple of Super Bowl winners with me tonight, my big brothers, Michael Robinson and James Jones. James is giving us his receivers who are going to ball out this week. The 49ers defense is under the microscope in the Real Mike Robb report. Are they putting the Bills on upset alert? That's coming up, but let's start with who's in and who's out. For that, we bring in Tom Pelissero, who has the latest on Josh Jacobs' injury. Tom, what's going on with the Raiders star running back?
Well, MJ, Josh Jacobs is out for Sunday's game against the Jets because of his ankle injury. Now, my understanding is the hope is that this is just a one-game absence for Jacobs, who did not practice all week. The plan is a committee backfield in his place with Jalen Richard and Devontae Booker among those getting touches. Elsewhere, Giants quarterback Daniel Jones officially listed as doubtful for Sunday's game against the Seahawks because of that hamstring that he hurt a week ago. Jones did return to practice today, but sure sounds like it will be Colt McCoy getting his first start of the season at Seattle. Falcons wide receiver Julio Jones listed as questionable against the Saints because of the nagging hamstring injury that kept Jones out a week ago. However, Jones was optimistic when he spoke after practice, said he feels really good, and there is not one route on which he felt limited when he got back on the field today. His teammate running back Todd Gurley also listed as questionable because of a knee after he returned to practice on a limited basis today. Bears wide receiver Allen Robinson listed as questionable for Sunday's game against the Lions because of a knee injury. My understanding is this is precautionary, but Robinson was limited in practice today. And as for Chiefs running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire, he is questionable for Sunday night's game against the Broncos because of an illness. He did not practice the past 2 days. I am told it is not COVID-related, just some kind of stomach bug. Edwards-Helaire should be good to go. MJ?
Tom, that was quite a long list. Thank you for that. And we have a few more to add for you. A quick look at some other notable injuries here for your fantasy factors for Week 13. Here's who's questionable. Cam Newton with an abdomen, Tua Tagovailoa with a thumb, Phillip Lindsay with a knee, and Jerry Jeudy with an ankle. Meantime, Kenny Golladay is out with a hip. All right, time now to get you to our Total Access Game of the Week.
This our time, you feel me? Hey, you gonna know these two. Let's whoop their ass.
Cuts back to the left of the 10. Breaks a tackle to the 5. Kyler Murray with a touchdown run. It's a 3-touchdown day for Higgs. Picked off by Baker. Peterson got that one. Fuller with the pick of Brady. One-handed catch and a touchdown. To intercept is Jalen Ramsey. Right on cue.
Come on, yo, let's go.
Malcolm Brown, his second touchdown of the night. Kyler Murray to Christian Kirk into the end zone. Caught by Robert Woods. Throws him down at the 15. Aaron Donald cannot be contained.
Miraculous! It's Murray magic!
Sometimes you just have to say a little less, like in this Cardinals social media post today showcasing D-Hop there. The caption, simply, Rams Week. Not a lot of words there, but we definitely got the message. M-Rob and JJ, the Total Access Game of the Week, of course, Rams, Cardinals. You guys have some keys to victory, but I want to start with you, M-Rob, here. What's some of the keys to the victories for the Rams?
Yeah, it's a lot going on here with this game. It's a big game for both teams. But for the Los Angeles Rams, first and foremost, Jalen Ramsey needs to eliminate DeAndre Hopkins. And yes, he needs to just be that shutdown corner. According to Pro Football Focus, in 7 games that these guys have been up against each other, DeAndre Hopkins has, almost 400 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. I know Jalen Ramsey does not like to hear that. He's been one of the top guys this year at completely shutting opposing wide receivers down. And you know that Kyler Murray, when he gets going, the guy that gets him going is DeAndre Hopkins. If Jalen Ramsey can stay over top of him, don't give up the big plays, don't give up any touchdowns, I'm telling you, the Rams have their best chance to get a victory on Sunday.
I like it, Mike Robin. Let's stick with the corners. The Arizona Cardinals corners, Fitzpatrick and Patrick Peterson. Listen, Hopkins may be the best receiver in the game, but the best duo in the game is Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. They do everything. Running fly sweeps, route running, deep routes, it does not matter. You have to slow these two guys down. Fitzpatrick, Patrick Peterson, you guys got to get your hands dirty. You got to slow these two down if you want a chance to slow down this Rams offense and have a chance to win this ball game.
You're absolutely right, JJ. They're gonna have to tackle this week, other than cover. But my second thing that the Rams are gonna have to do to get the victory is force Kyler Murray to throw the football from the pocket. This kid can accelerate at a rate that not a lot of human beings on this planet can. And when he gets outside of the pocket, that's when all the damage happens. That's when that's when he throws from the different angles. That's when he's able to really gain leverage on an opposing defense. That's when he can attack the defense with that 68% completion and almost 700 yards rushing on the season with 10 rushing touchdowns. You don't want to get this guy in space. So if they can keep him in the pocket, make passing hard for him, again, I think they give themselves their best chance to win on Sunday.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what the Rams want to do. You want to force Kyler Murray to stand in the pocket and throw the football and let number 99 get after him. But listen, ever since that Seattle game and Kyler Murray got hit and fell on his shoulder, he has not been running the football. And your team has not been having success. If you want your team to have success and win this ball game and make a playoff push, Kyler Murray has to run the football. And when I say run the football, he has to do this, what you're seeing right now. I need 80-plus yards from Kyler Murray on the ground. You cannot stand in the pocket and let Floyd and Aaron Donald come after you. It's going to be a long day because we know Jalen Ramsey's behind there, and he's on the clock count because he knows his big dogs is going to get there. So Kyler Murray, get out of that pocket. All right, don't listen to Mike Robb and stand in that pocket. Get out of that pocket. All right, and make some play.
The two of you got Kyler here like, wait, which one do I listen to? All right, so let's stop the confusion, move on, and let's pick this game. M-Rob, you first. Who you got?
I think it's too much Rams defense. I got the Rams 34-24. I think they do get to Kyler Murray. James, you're absolutely right. After that big hit when he was playing in Seattle, we have not seen Kyler Murray be as accurate. We've seen the ball not have the pretty spirals that we're accustomed to seeing earlier in the football season. So, yeah, I got the Rams winning this one. Too much defense.
Mike Robb, I just gave Kyler Murray the game plan, getting outside the pocket, but you're right. He has not been doing it since that hit, so I can't take the Cardinals neither. I like the Rams in this game, division battle, but I'm going with the Rams and Jared Goff.
If you guys remember last week, the entire Total Access crew picked the Rams to win, and it did not go well for them against their divisional rivals. But
you gotta
I'm going to do it again because I am picking the Rams to take this one. Let's see if they can kind of get back on the win column. I have them taking it 27-24, guys. Thank you.
It's a jump run to the left and a stutter step and a cutback and a stiff arm 45. He's to the 50. He's to the 40. 35, 30. He cuts back left again. He's to the 10. He's to the 9. Oh, Nick Chubb is back. Henry to the 25. Henry to the 20. To the 15. To the 10. To the 5. Yes! Oh, yes! 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 As the Titans will run out of Baltimore with a shocker.
All right, this is going to be a good one. The running backs alone are worth the price of admission in this game, guys. So let's break this one down with a little tale of the tape. James, who's got the advantage at quarterback?
Man, I know everybody probably knows where I'm going with this one, and they probably right because I'm going Bake and the Brownies. I like Baker Mayfield at the quarterback position over Ryan Tannehill. Listen, Ryan Tannehill, and I know both of them have very good run games, but Bake is a winner. He won in college. He came into Cleveland, and he has these dudes rolling, and it's only his third year in the National Football League, and he has them playing at a high level. I love Baker Mayfield, the mojo that he has. He just brings swag to his teammates, and I'm just not a believer in Ryan Tannehill. I'm not a believer in Ryan Tannehill yet. And people may have some stats to back him up and all that, but I'm more of a believer in Baker Mayfield than I am Ryan Tannehill.
All right, I wonder if he knows that you call him Bake. I want to hear his reaction there. M-Rob, who's got the advantage in the backfield in this one?
This is a tough one for me because I really think that it's three number one backs that we're talking about when you talk about Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and big Derrick Henry. But I'm going to go with Derrick Henry on this one. The NFL's leading rusher, over 1,200 rush yards, 12 rushing touchdowns. This guy just literally takes the will away from opposing defenses, right? And then this is what I like about him, guys. When the game is on the line, when you need your best player to step up, when everybody in the world knows who's getting the football, Derrick Henry still emerges out of the pack, 9 and 10 guys around the box, and he still gets it done with walk-off touchdowns in overtime to end games. You call him the finisher. LeBron James called him the finisher. I call them business decisions, because every defender in the National Football League, they have to make a real business decision. Do I want to make sure I earn this check this week, or do I just want to lay down and let Derrick Henry go to the touchdown? I got Derrick Henry in the Titans run game.
I think just lining up against him, you earned that check one way or another. All right, James, which team has the advantage at wide receiver in this one?
You know, Mike Rob, it's probably good they didn't let us piggyback off each other, because the show would be over.
Yeah,
oh, my goodness.
said
Two
Baker,
number
dog.
one backs, and you take 22. Okay, wide receivers, this is simple. We talking Corey Davis. We talking A.J. Brown. Listen, arguably, like I love Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp, but these two dudes are monsters. You cannot tackle them. They break tackles. It's yards after catch. Any route you want them to run, they are running. And like I said before, they are big bodies. They force you to tackle them to the ground. You cannot hit these dudes and they go down. You have to tackle them. The big play ability is there. Listen, unstoppable duo right here. I like Tennessee.
All right, last one, Rob, but definitely not least. Who's got the advantage on defense in this game?
Yeah, this one was a little bit easier for me. I got to go with the Cleveland Browns, and simply because I really think they have the second, Aaron Donald, hear me, the second most dominant defensive player in the NFL in Myles Garrett. He's missed some time. He was on the COVID list, but he's still third in the NFL with 9.5 sacks. And what I love that Myles Garrett has learned, he's learned how to take the football away. He's not just a guy that gets to the quarterback and brings the quarterback down. He gives the ball back to Bake, if I got to use some of James' nomenclature talking about their quarterback in Cleveland. He gives the ball back to Bake, and that's what you love about the Cleveland Browns defense.
All right, guys, good stuff there. We're going to pick this one, but I'm going to make you wait to reveal this choice, because that's coming up a little later in the show. But we do have other games to predict, of course. But first, let's take a look at our game pick standings, because your girl wants to flex just a little bit. Here are our total access pick standings. Right now, I remain in first place, 114 victories or games predicted correctly. Rob second, 109. James, you gotta catch up here, my friend. Or don't. I'm good in first place. I'm just saying. And Rob and JJ, let's get this one out of the way nice and early. Eagles, Packers. Is there any way that the Eagles pull an upset here, James?
No. I'm taking the Green Bay Packers in this game, and I'm taking them big. I mean, I'm not the only one that watched Carson Wentz and this Eagles team. Listen, the Eagles are struggling. They cannot find their way right now. The Green Bay Packers in this one big, as you can see.
James, we agree on this one, man. I got the Packers 30-21, and honestly, you know, people may say, Mike, this is a hot take. Mike, you're going overboard. Something happened to Carson Wentz on that pedestal when they, when they won the Super Bowl and Nick Foles got the MVP. Something happened. I think Philly may need to move on at some point.
All right. You guys know I have a little attitude about Green Bay because they've lost a couple of games that should have been dubs, but I'm going to trust them again this week because I know what they're capable of. I'm taking them 32-21. Aaron, make it happen for me. Still to come on NFL Total Access. Hate to be the one to tell you, but I got some bad news for 3 Sunday favorites. You're going on upset alert. Cynthia Freeland's going to teach us the science of stat projection. And this time, it'll serve as a fantasy warning for anyone about to start the head.